I play the underdressed Lancelot, who's a member of the Kingsman Society. This is how we go about our work in a very low-key manner. And I am part of this elite group of injustice-fighting, tweed-clad gentlemen who roam the globe, righting wrongs wherever they find them. I think what they're particularly good at, and it's obviously a product of the way they work together, is taking a construct that you think you recognise and applying their very own unique tone to that. This doesn't read like any spy movie I've ever read. What's interesting about what Matthew and Jane do is they take a genre or a construct that you think you recognise and then apply their own mad tonal spin to it, and that was certainly within the first 2 pages of this. It becomes very clear that that's what's happening. It's a bit like learning a very violent dance, and the stunt guys that we have on this movie, as ever, are unbelievably helpful and professional. In my own life, I'm so far from being able to do any of those things that it's one sense of the ridiculous in your own head is sort of going kind of bananas, which is fun. Whilst it has all of those elements, the sort of the action elements and the sort of fantasy elements, really, that not in the strictest sense of the word fantasy. In a geeky context, you understand there are no dragons. There's just a lot of tweed. It's also its tongue is fairly firmly in its cheek, and I think that's slightly and I think that sort of counterpoint between the sort of action stuff and the fun of it is maintained very consistently throughout. I have to say, in most instances, especially with this, the stuff I have to do, the counterpoints is between the action and the dialogue, really, because what comes out of my mouth is sort of so ludicrously Bondian that you it sort of does all the work for you, really.